In 2007, a foam manufacturer decided to add $2 worth of gel beads to regular old memory foam and somehow convinced customers to pay over $800 for this upgrade. Today, mattress companies have taken marketing to the extreme. Purple claims their mattresses use grid technology, which is literally just shaped plastic. Tempur-Pedic, on the other hand, sells cooling foam, which is measurably hotter than typical spring mattresses. And Casper, they charge $500 for their zoned technology, which is literally just different densities of foam with a fancy name. I'm about to expose the most successful scam in sleep history. Part 1. The birth of a billion-dollar buzzword. Let me take you back to 2007. Memory foam mattresses were hot. Customers loved the comfort of memory foam, but hated waking up in puddles of sweat. The industry had a problem. How do you keep customers buying memory foam without fixing the heat issue? Enter gel-infused memory foam. By 2008, the first gel memory foam hit the market, and manufacturers sold it as a game-changing cooling technology. Did it work? Yeah. For about 20 minutes. Gel absorbs heat temporarily, long enough for a showroom demonstration, but once that gel heats up, it turns into a heat battery, storing and radiating warmth all night long. But those first 20 minutes in the store? Chef's kiss. Perfect for sales. Every foam manufacturer in the industry had the same thought. What else can we put into this foam and say is revolutionary while marking it up a ton? The answer will make you question everything you knew about mattress shopping. Part 2. The Great Cooling Arms Race. By 2010, the floodgates had opened. If $2 worth of gel beads could justify an $800 markup, then everything could be cooling. Sealy launched copper-infused foam, adding literally pennies worth of copper dust into a mattress and charging hundreds for the upgrade. Serta introduced cooling fibers, polyester, which is the same fabric that makes gym clothes reek. One company put activated charcoal into their foam, claiming it pulls heat away from the body. Yeah, charcoal, the same stuff that you use to grill with. But my absolute favorite, Beautyrest with their diamond dust cooling technology. Real diamonds ground up and sprinkled into your foam before it cures, resulting in superior thermal conductivity. Because nothing says good value like sleeping on crushed jewelry. Each breakthrough was more expensive and more ridiculous than the last. Company executives were literally having meetings behind closed doors asking, what ridiculous material haven't we put in here that sounds sciencey and that we can charge a ton more money for? But wait, it gets worse. Because one company figured out how to charge $3,000 extra for a cooling foam that actually makes you sleep hotter. And the statistics that they use to prove it, pure criminal genius. Part 3, the statistics that should be illegal. Tempur-Pedic's 8 degrees cooler all night long claim. Here's what they don't tell you. They're comparing their $4,000 cooling mattress to their $1,200 furnace foam bed that literally no one would buy. It's like Burger King claiming that their Whopper is infinitely healthier than cyanide. Technically true, but completely meaningless. Independent lab tests show that 8 degrees cooler Tempur-Pedic mattress actually sleeps 3 degrees hotter than your average spring mattress. That's a markup of over 5 times for something that sleeps hotter than your grandma's 1970s Serta bed. The entire industry is built on one simple trick. Make up a sciencey name and compare it to a terrible baseline and then sell it for thousands more. Basically, make the baseline terrible, then charge premium prices for slightly less terrible. And here's where it gets wild. While these companies have been selling you expensive solution to problems they created, there's been a natural answer sitting right under their noses that they really don't want you to know about. Part 4, the natural solution they don't want you to find. Here's the part that should make you absolutely furious. While these companies have been charging you thousands for fake cooling technology, the actual solution costs less and works significantly better. Natural latex mattresses don't need cooling technology because they are cooling technology. Millions of air channels, built-in ventilation, physics doing what physics does. In independent lab tests, latex runs 5 to 8 degrees cooler than gel memory foam. Cost? About $1,200. That cooling memory foam? $2,500 to $4,000 or more. Wait, let me get this straight. The worst technology costs twice as much and has a budget bigger than NASA, while the better technology costs half as much and cricket. But why? Well, you can't patent rubber trees, you can't trademark holes, no story about molecular engineering or space laboratories, just boring effective physics working while you sleep like a normal human being. Here's where this gets personal. You've probably researched cooling mattresses for weeks, watched tons of YouTube reviews, read a bunch of different articles, and maybe still landed on a mattress that's causing you to wake up in a puddle of sweat. All the while, the actual solution was sitting right under your nose, but went ignored because it didn't sound revolutionary enough. Now, to back off just a little bit, don't get me wrong, most people prefer the feeling of memory foam over latex, and latex beds can get really expensive too, because while memory foam pumps tons of money into being cooler, latex to be comfortable and pressure relieving also costs a lot more. It kind of feels like a damned if you do, damned if you don't scenario. But there is an actual solution if you're a person who prefers memory foam and you still want to sleep cool. So let's talk about it. Part 5, when cooling technology actually works. After decades of fake cooling solutions, someone finally built a real one. And no, before you ask, this is not a marketing pitch. We're not being paid for this. I just want to talk about technology that I think is really exciting and I hope comes down in cost soon so everyone can experience it. And of course, I'm talking about active cooling solutions. 8 Sleep's pod technology literally pumps cooling water right underneath your sleeping surface, and BedJet blows Arctic air into your mattress. The 8 Sleep literally drops your mattress temperature by 10 degrees or more and keeps it cool all night long. Same thing with BedJet. These technologies work because they're actively circulating either water or air throughout your mattress. And I'm sure there are other companies doing it, but right now there's definitely a huge catch. It's expensive. This technology is not cheap. And in my opinion, it's way too expensive for what it is. I hate the price of the 8 Sleep, despite the fact that I sleep with one every single night. I think that the business model they're pursuing is a little bit exploitive in terms of subscription fees, and I struggle to understand why the product is so expensive upfront, even though they're charging you a monthly subscription for it. To be fair to them, they are pioneering a new technology, and any time that you're first to market, economy of scale is just not on your side initially. So I really hope that over the next 3 to 5 years, we see that 8 Sleep come out with like a sub $1,000 solution, because the thing is actually game changing. I have one and it has done wonders for the quality of sleep that I actually get, because I never wake up hot. Well, actually every morning I wake up hot because I have it set to warm up to wake me up, but throughout the night, I never wake up hot. BedJet is a similar story. They're just doing it with air, and I think that's really, really cool, and would love to try one of those and give you guys my true opinions on that as well. And I'm sure that there are others. If you've seen them or heard of them, please let me know down in the comments, because these solutions are actually practical and they actually work. That's not something we can say for diamond dust memory foam. We're basically looking at the difference between buying a cheap car and putting racing stripes on it and an actual race car. For once in this industry, the premium price actually does match the premium performance in terms of cooling. So here's where we land. The cooling revolution was really just a revolution in marketing and an opportunity for mattress manufacturers to cash in on huge profits with very, very little cost. Now, to be fair, I'm not saying that these cooling solutions don't work. Just none of them work all night long. And the ones that claim that they do are comparing themselves to something that no one would want to buy. And a quick aside to that, with Tempur's 8 degrees cooler claim, yeah, it sleeps 8 degrees cooler, but both foams are warming up all night long. One's just warming up slower. The reality is manufacturers have gotten way better at selling solutions without actually creating them. And here are the 4 key takeaways I want to leave you with. Most cooling features are overpriced placebos that work for minutes, not hours. Premium brands are using clever statistics to hide modest performance gains, or no gains at all. Natural latex quietly outperforms 90% of cooling gimmicks with no technology at all. And lastly, we finally have cooling solutions that actually work, but you're definitely gonna pay a premium for them, at least for now. The cooling mattress industry taught us something critically important. If you can convince people that you've solved a problem, you don't actually have to solve it. You just have to be more convincing than the next company trying to sell it. So next time you see a revolutionary cooling technology, just keep in mind, most of the time, it's a gimmick. And remember that sometimes the best technology is no technology at all. And that just leaves me with one question. Have you or a loved one been a victim of a cooling mattress gimmick? But really, have you bought a mattress that you thought was going to be the coolest mattress ever and it just ended up heating you up all night long? If you have, tell us about it down below. And at least now that won't happen to you again. If you enjoyed this deep dive into how an entire industry built billion-dollar businesses from a 20-minute solution, go ahead and hit like and subscribe below. We here at Sleepline are an independent, unaffiliated mattress review YouTube channel and website, and your like and subscribe means the world to us, because here at Sleepline, we're dedicated to cutting through the BS and giving you the truth about sleep, despite how uncomfortable it makes the industry. My name is Ethan. Thank you for watching this video, and we'll see you in the next one.